These debt collectors be crazy out here. They sending people that ain't even borrowed money. Ain't even borrowed money from anybody ever.
In your whole entire life.
Ain't got no credit cards. Ain't got no loans out. No nothing. They sending people bills that ain't got no loans out. I ain't borrowed no money from nobody.
You'd be surprised how many people go ahead and pay them.
I ain't borrowed no money from no banks. I ain't borrowed no money from no credit cards. I ain't none of that.
You ain't co-signed for
I ain't co-signed for nobody.
Because you learned your lesson.
I ain't done none of that junk. And I be getting this bill from some bill collector, debt collector, saying that I owed some $300 something. $300 something. I pay for everything in cash, so
I thought one time you took out a credit card.
I had a credit card one time. I didn't even use it, and they started trying to charge me. It took me forever to get them off of my back from that because I didn't even use my credit card. Apparently, somebody somehow got a hold of my credit card. That's why I don't get credit cards anymore. And bought something with it. I never received the something that they bought with it. And somehow my credit went through the roof. Interest and everything. And it took a while before I got that settled. Finally, they settled with nothing because they realized, oh, he's right. And he's not going to pay us. So that got dissolved. But it required me to talk to some people on the debts, on the phone and stuff, because they wouldn't quit bugging me and calling me about something I didn't owe. So I'm probably going to be getting bugged and called about again something I don't owe. So I don't know who or what persons out there is borrowing something in my name with my address, but y'all owe it, whoever it is. Not me, and don't be using my name or my address or whoever found out my address. Because y'all just lost money in that case. Because nobody's going to... Because, seriously. But seriously, these debt people, debt collectors are crazy. First of all, they're not the original debt holders anyway. Which that should be illegal in the first place. I mean, seriously. It should be illegal for anybody other than the original loan holder to be able to collect the debt. That if we just make it that simple, debt collectors will be out of business.
The
original owner should not be allowed to sell the debt. That's why we need to pass a law that says it's not allowed. Second of all, again, I've already mentioned about term percentage rates. All loans should be TPR, which means that if you did borrow money, you should never have to pay over 10% interest for the whole entire term. That's where these debt collectors and debts get so high, is because they charge exorbitant interests, which is ridiculous, and people
charge about 35%.
But they charge it monthly. Not year. They charge it either monthly or they charge it yearly. They don't charge it term, and it should be never over 10% for term percentage rates. Anyway, that's
even the banks charge if you got a check and it bounces.
Yeah, banks terrible. There should be a no bounce check fee because you have a.
Even if the check's
you should have like a $500 or something grace,
Even if it's $10, they charge you $45.
Yeah, that's dumb. They charging you there should be a grace of like $1,000 for and no overdraft fees for all your banks. That way you have an extra $1,000 that gets paid off from the next time you put any money in the bank, or up to an extra $1,000. So you have $1,000 grace period for having it in the bank account in the first place. See, them banks be stealing your money because you know how banks work? They take the money you put in the bank, loan it to people, and then charge them exorbitant interest rates on that money they loaned. And then don't give you any because they actually charging you. They don't give you anything because they're actually charging you to have a bank account there in the first place. All bank accounts should be free on the simple fact that they're using your money to loan to other people so they can make their own, so that they can make money. And if you have a savings account, then they should be giving you a percentage, at least one. So since term's percentage rate is 10%, right? They should be giving you like 1% of the money they make off of your amount, which you know they do it constantly over and over again. So like on a yearly basis, you should be getting at least 1%, if not more, of the amount of money. Like interest, you should be getting like at least a 1 to 10% APR on how interest on the money you have in the bank. But the bank that gives you savings accounts, they want to give you like less than 1% interest when they should be giving you like at least 10% interest, because you know that's what they making. They making 30-40% interest. So if they making that much, they should be giving you at least half of it. We need to pass that as a law too. You hear that, Congressman? Pass that as a law. Yeah. Anyway, have a great day, and remember, God is good all the time.
You're talking to a
All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.